There is a very profound connection between this week's parsha in Chutz La'aretz, Balak, and the delegitimization campaign against the state of Israel in the modern era. After all, it was Balak, the king of Moab, who had reached the practical conclusion that it was impossible to defeat Bnei Israel militarily. He had seen this to be true over 40 years of history, 2 generations. He saw how the pharaohs of the great Egyptian civilization could not put down the Jewish people. He saw how the Amalekites could not. He saw closer to his years in Parshat Chukat last week, how the Canaanite king of Arad, Sichon Melech HaEmori, Og Melech HaBashan, all these powerful kings could not defeat the Jewish people militarily. He therefore reached the conclusion that you have to think of a different strategy. And his strategy was diplomacy, delegitimizing the moral and spiritual foundations of the Jewish people. And it is for that reason that he calls upon Bilam, the expert master narrative of curse. Bilam's koach, say Chazal, was his ability to look at any situation, and says the Midrash Rabbah, that is why he had to come in person, Mirosh Tzurim, and to see the Jewish people. He had the ability to hone in on any tiny weakness and fabricate a narrative of curse and delegitimization around this. That was the power of Bilam, and that was the only way Balak believed that you could defeat the Jewish people. So too in our generation, after almost 70 years of wars, 48, 67, Yom Kippur 73, the Lebanon wars, eventually elements in Palestinian society understood that you cannot defeat the Jewish people militarily, so it seems. You have to think of a different strategy. And therefore, over the last 15 years, we've seen the growth of the systematic delegitimization campaign, which the BDS is one emanation of, to undermine with a narrative of curse unfairly the whole story and narrative of the remarkable return of the Jewish people to their historic homeland. And I want to end and say that just as the narrative of curse of Bilam and Balak turned into one of bracha, some of those beautiful blessings emanating without his intent of Bilam for the Jewish people, so too in our generation. Lo Alman Yisrael, the Jewish people believe in Hashem and believe in the metaphysical elements of history as well. And through our actions and the blessings of Hashem, we hope, we know and believe that these curses will also turn into blessings. And we know even as we speak, Israel is re-establishing connections in Africa, in the Far East, all over the world, diplomatic connections in a way that people didn't think would actually happen. And may it be that the triumphant march of the Jewish people to their historical destiny continues to receive the blessing and legitimacy that it so richly deserves. Shabbat Shalom.